Happy Christmas! It's officially Christmas holiday time, and we are starting here at Magic Kingdom. We are actually back to do one of our favorite holiday activities, and that is
Jingle Cruise.
Jingle Cruise is a special overlay to the Jungle Cruise, and it opens today. So we've got our festive gear on. The Magic Kingdom is all decked out and ready to go. I'm ready to go ride it.
Speaking of decking, I hope that you have your fuzzy pajamas, your fuzzy socks, some hot cocoa, because Mariah Carey is de-thawed and she has entered the chat.
Except for the fact that it's going to be 84 degrees today.
Yeah, maybe don't do that if you live in Florida.
First things first, like I said, Christmas is here. They actually just put the tree up today. It's crazy because I was literally here a couple days ago and it was all Halloween and fall, and now it's just like totally different.
Are we gonna go home after this and put up our Christmas decorations?
That's debatable.
It's November 2nd. Let us know if you're like, bam, Christmas after Halloween.
I'm like, give it a little while. For whatever reason, putting up Christmas decorations is like, that's too much work for me. I am loving all the decorations here. It's fun because you really only get to see it like this for a very small amount of time. And I am excited that they put the tree up. I wasn't sure if it would be up or not.
I didn't think it was gonna, my expectations were very low.
Yes.
But
now it's 8:16. The park opens at 9, but we need to head over because our goal is to hopefully do Jungle Cruise twice. But we got to get over there if we're going to be able to make that happen.
let's go jingle.
We've made it over to Adventureland. So the Jingle Cruise is actually the only holiday overlay for an attraction in Magic Kingdom that you can do anytime.
During the day.
So there are some other attractions that will do holiday overlays, but those are only available during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. We are excited to be able to do Jingle Cruise since I don't think we're doing the party this year. Sad face, but at least we can get a little bit that with Jingle Cruise.
And we're gonna be sure to tell you some like fun facts about Jingle Cruise and / Jungle Cruise because it's basically the same. So
pretty much what this overlay is it's the same ride. It's the same kind of thing with the jokes and whatever, but there's just going to be a little bit of a holiday flavor to it. So there's going to be some holiday decorations, some holiday related jokes. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, and they didn't start really doing the overlay of Christmas on the Jungle Cruise until 2013. So it's fairly new-ish. New-ish.
That's like 10 years ago.
Wow,
11 years
old.
ago. This is the 11th year, right?
Yep. We're old.
But this does not open for early park entry, which we aren't early park entry guests anyway, so we do have to wait until 9. It's 8:23. So now we just get to hang out for a little bit, but hopefully we'll be one of the first ones to hop on this morning.
I'm excited.
Okay, then with all this said, we're off and out of here. So everyone pick up your favorite hand and wave to everyone on the dock. Both the naughty and the nice. You're not going to see him again until next Christmas. Folks, I'm just kidding. You're never going to see him again for the rest of your life. We're going to begin our adventure by heading down the Amazon rainforest where it snows. Where it rains 365 days a year. Christmas caroling. Jingle Cruise, Jingle Cruise.
Jingle all the way.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Straight in up ahead in our Bill Rental Shack, there's supposed to be some kind of big holiday party happening right now, but I can't see anyone. Canoe? Hello? Merry Fishmas? Happy Veronica? Anyone? That's so strange. Something must have scared them away or something. Oh my gosh! Take a look at this up on the left. Someone got me an old tree for Christmas. It's all wrapped up with a boa on top. I asked for a partridge and a pear of trees, but I guess this is a nice gift too. Our gift wrapping station. Someone got me an old key for Christmas. Check it out. Yeah, I couldn't get it to turn over, so I called Triple H here, and they did that for me. We're now entering a hippo bowl filled with hungry hippos. And as we do, I know it looks like Skipper Felix has made his place for hiding his gifts way too obvious. I have a sinking feeling about what I'm getting this year. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the amazing, the stupendous, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water. We're now entering the sacred bathing pool of the Indian elephant, and I have to say this holiday party is quite disappointing. Seriously, it's a wash.
New to the Jungle Cruise and maybe not so familiar as to what this attraction is, this is a super classic ride. This is actually an opening day attraction, and they have this at both Disney World and Disneyland. It is a boat cruise through the jungle where you're going to basically be listening to dad jokes the whole time. You're gonna see fun like animatronic animals and fun little like silhouettes of just like little different scenes and things. And then your skipper, which is your tour guide of your boat, they're gonna be the ones kind of taking you on your tour through the jungle, aka also giving you those dad jokes. Now the Jingle Cruise, like I mentioned earlier, this is a special holiday overlay. So a lot of the jokes are gonna be holiday related. There's going to be some fun holiday decorations all throughout the attraction. This will typically open around that first-ish week of November. Today's November 2nd, and today is the first day that it opened for this year. And then it will run usually through the new year. Now, Mark Allen's gonna give us some fun facts here in just a minute, but if you are planning on riding this attraction during your trip, just be aware that it is very popular. This is a tier 1 attraction, so a lot of times this is going to be a priority attraction for a lot of people, especially during the holiday months when it is Jingle Cruise. So if you are using Lightning Lane Multipass, I would say that this could be a very good option to get as one of those first Lightning Lanes, unless of course you have some other rides that are a little more of a priority for you. Now, if you are not using Lightning Lane Multipass, this is an excellent ride to rope drop. However, just be aware that this attraction is not open for early park entry. So if you are a Disney Resort guest and trying to utilize that, you're gonna wanna rope drop a different ride. But if you are not using early park entry, this is a fantastic option. We actually rode it like 4 times within the first hour this morning. So this is definitely a good one to do first. As it goes later in the day, because there is a human element to this ride, it does get very long waits, and that line can take a very long time. So definitely plan wisely when doing this attraction, but it is super fun. And I would also say that if you aren't really a rope drop person, this is also a good one to do at the end of the night. The lines usually go way down, especially after fireworks or around fireworks time. This one's usually pretty easy to get on. Now, if you are planning on doing Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, do remember that this is an attraction that is available all day long, even if you are not going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So my recommendation would be to actually try and do this ride during the day, or if you are someone who is just doing the party, maybe do it between that 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. time before the party officially starts. That way you're not eating up party time to do this attraction, since it's available for more than just that.
This is going to be a salute to most Jingle Cruises, but mostly the normal Jungle Cruise. And sorry, I had to throw in a Muppets reference somewhere in this video, even though that has absolutely nothing to do with Jungle or Jingle Cruise in any iteration. How fun would that be if Muppets took over Jungle Cruise? I would be here for that. Anyway, when Disneyland opened in 1955, Jungle Cruise was one of the most anticipated attractions because it was really the only attraction that was like camera ready when Walt was filming his pre-opening reports. To the extent where Walt basically drove a station wagon through the empty river that was Jungle Cruise, and he drove, hang on, I have to look this up. I had never heard of this type of car. It's a Nash Rambler. It looks basically like a station wagon, but Nash Ramblers were basically a sponsor of Walt's pre-opening Disneyland report. That's kind of why he drove that specific vehicle through the canal, basically kind of showcasing what the Jungle Cruise was going to be like. Now, the Jungle Cruise that opened in 1955 at Disneyland is very different from the opening day Jungle Cruise version that we had, and even what we know today. When it first opened, it was very like educational, and it kind of was like, here's a giraffe, here's a zebra, Now we're going down the Nile River, which just so happens to be the longest river in the world. And it didn't have that Niles and Niles and Niles joke. There was a joke, but they were pretty bad. The idea that really made Jungle Cruise what it is as we know it today really came from Walt. Walt happened to be riding the attraction one day and got a very, very short ride. In fact, he went around the whole attraction in like 4 minutes, which was about 3 minutes early than what was typical. And he also just so happened to be overhearing a guest that was walking by Jungle Cruise at Disneyland, and they basically are like, nah, we're gonna skip it. We've done it, and it was kind of the same thing each and every time, which is still kind of is the case today. But Walt was like, no, I want a re-rideability factor. And so that was kind of the OG like idea of plussing up an attraction, as you'll often hear today, or even like a re-rideability factor. Think like Small World, you notice something new each and every time you ride. That was kind of birthed with Jungle Cruise because Walt wanted a re-rideability factor where the jokes would change. And so he brought in Mark Davis to basically rewrite the script, bring in some new scenes such as the Indian bathing pool. Mark Davis was kind of the gag master. So if you think of like the elephants that are like gonna squirt you and they go duck, 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 you have Mark Davis to thank for that. If you want an homage to Mark Davis, Bill Evans, and Harper Goff, which were like kind of the original Imagineers of Jungle Cruise, they each have their own office door in Skipper Canteen. So the next time you're in Skipper Canteen in like the main mess hall, be sure to look up and see if you can spot their little doors. Jungle Cruise was an opening day attraction, of course, at Disneyland and Walt Disney World, as I mentioned, but it was also an opening day attraction in Hong Kong and Tokyo. Paris, ironically enough, does not have a version of the Jungle Cruise because many theme parks throughout Europe had kind of made their own rendition of Jungle Cruise, and so they just felt that it was basically the same thing that many Europeans had already experienced. So they're like, nah, we won't do that. Almost kind of like how originally when Walt Disney World opened, it didn't have its own version of Pirates of the Caribbean because they thought the proximity to the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you say it, many Floridians wouldn't think that it was like rideable. Also, when Jungle Cruise opened, it was what's called an e-ticket. So e-tickets were like the very fancy ride. So think like Guardians of the Galaxy, Tron, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. If we still use those little ticket coupon books that was used when Walt Disney World first opened, those attractions would be e-tickets. So Jungle Cruise was an e-ticket coupon when it first opened. Of course, now we don't use the coupon books, but you can find a little nod to the e-ticket on basically when you're exiting Jungle Cruise and you look on your right, there's a little building, and that building was where they used to sell e-tickets because many people would get over here not realizing that it was an e-ticket, thinking, oh, it's just a boat ride, it can't be that fancy. And so they would just so happen to be selling the e-tickets right there for you. But if you look on the little window, it says e-tickets no longer sold, or accepted, I think is actually what it says. But I love, love, love that little Easter egg. Now, for my fans of Kilimanjaro safaris over at Animal Kingdom, you really honestly have Jungle Cruise to thank for that attraction as we know it at Animal Kingdom. When Jungle Cruise first opened, Walt wanted real live animals in the Jungle Cruise. Now, just imagine going through with real giraffes and real lions and zebras and hippos in your water that you could almost touch. That would not be good for insurance premiums for the Walt Disney Company. But because obviously that was not safe, they went the animatronic route as we know it now. But that truly just goes to show that when an idea is proposed at Imagineering, it is never trash. It always goes up on a shelf somewhere, and thus Jungle Cruise with real live animals basically became Kilimanjaro safaris. And I really love that they kept that idea, and I would just imagine Walt riding Kilimanjaro safaris at Animal Kingdom and it just basically being his favorite attraction.
too, but I am so excited that the Jingle Cruise is back. This is one of my favorite holiday offerings. What was your favorite part?
Definitely the fun facts.
Oh,
My fun facts.
what is your favorite part of the ride this year?
I like the what did they say? The Jungie Cruise?
The Jingle Cruise.
Because it was his first Noel
That was
joke.
pretty. That was
I
pretty
did like
good.
that one.
They do. They always have some really fun jokes.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's just a really fun, different. I'm gonna say fun like 80 times. It's a very unique and different way to experience this attraction. I like it a lot.
Speaking of fun, I know, thank you for, if you're still here, sticking through all my fun facts. If you want to know where I get all of my fun facts and my information, we basically have an encyclopedia that is Disney A to Z. I absolutely love it. If you're a big Disney history or Disney nerd like myself, that will be linked in the description box below. Makes a great gift for your Disney lover.
Anyways, thank you for following along on our fun first holiday adventure of this season. Make sure you're subscribed because we have lots more videos planned. And if you've made it to this point in the video, drop a...
Christmas tree.
And that is all we have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after.